Hello, welcome again, and thank you very much for joining, people. We will be starting our webinar for StakeOne. I'll be hosting it along with Jack. He's our Senior Acquisitions Associate. He's handling acquisitions. Myself, Mohammed Burhan, have been with the Stake for the last 5 years. And basically, we'll be walking you through the agenda. We'll talk about what is StakeOne. I'll introduce you what is the reason behind starting StakeOne as well, what kind of end-to-end property management services we can provide you, and then we will give you a bit of information about the live projects that we have on the platform. And then at the end of the day, we'll have question and answer sessions where you guys can provide with, you can ask any questions or concerns that you have, and I'll be taking care of them. So 5 years ago, basically, we started Stake with a simple vision to make real estate accessible, borderless, and liquid for people around the world. And so far, we have been successfully delivering that vision across our platform. We are giving access to people around the world to invest on the platform from anywhere. And this is where they can invest with any amount as well. So that's the fractional side of the business. As we were continually serving people, we have seen that there were people who have demanded or they were in need of buying a full property as well. Even though they were investing in the fraction side of the business, they wanted something that, of their own. They wanted to feel it, whether to live in it, whether to rent it out to generate profits. But, there was demand. And Dubai, as you know, has been successfully been the center of the world where people are looking to invest in real estate. So this is where StakeOne idea came into being. Well, we have the application, we have the technology, we have the infrastructure. Why not leverage it and use it to give people access to invest in fully managed properties as well. So that was the vision behind StakeOne as well. Again, to invest or to buy or to manage and to sell full properties digitally in one single application from anywhere around the world. So we started this about a month ago, where we have so far signed up with well reputed developers in the city, and all the properties that we were putting them on the platform, these were well curated options. So we're not going into the buy and we are not listing anything that is available out there. We are signing up or we are tying up with very well-known developers where we see that we can generate some good rental income should somebody's looking to rent it out, where we can see that we can generate good capital appreciation as well down the line. This is where Jack comes into the picture as well. So we're doing a lot of due diligence before we bring anything on the platform. But what is why StakeOne is different? Why cannot you just go in and talk to a broker and he can get you what you want? And why do you need to come on the application? So first of all, if people are aware of buying properties, it's a very, very long process. It's not as easy as it sounds. There's a lot of paperwork involved. There is a lot of trust involved in the broker. There's a lot of things that you need to keep in mind before you're selecting anything. And by the time you may end up selecting something, it might not be there as well. We have seen a lot in terms of pre-launches. A lot of developers, when they launch something new, you hardly get access to the early price that people are able to get at that point of time. Obviously, at a new launch, it's a chaos. You may or you may not get the units that you're looking for. That's the earliest price. You come back after a couple of weeks, the price is not the same anymore, or the units are not available anymore. So basically, the whole idea for StakeOne is to give you everything into one single application. So today, if I buy a property, for example, through a broker, be it off-plan, be it ready, I need somebody, once the broker has sold me something, his job is done. I need to find somebody now, an agent who can manage that property for me. Let's say I'm managing the property. Let's see, now I want to sell the property at some point. I need to find a third person who would help me to sell the property. Let's say I want to furnish the property. Again, I need to find a contractor or a broker, again, who can basically furnish that property for me. So basically, for 10 different things, you need 10 different people. So the idea for StakeOne is to allocate all of that into one single application where you can, like I've said, buy, manage, sell, rent properties on your own. And again, it's a very single application, easy to use. People who have been using Stake application from before, they can easily tell you that how it is seamless process it is to basically buy their stakes, to manage their stakes, to sell their stakes as well. So sometimes people get this idea that when something is listed on the application, they are not in control of that particular asset, even on the fractional side or even on the StakeOne side. And the StakeOne side more, this is your property. You can do whatever you want with it. We are just providing you extra after sales services that you can use for free of cost. You can, like I've told you, we currently have on the platform more than 500 properties that we are managing. We are renting them out. People are receiving their dividends on time, every time. So you can leverage all of that for your personal use as well. So you own that property yourself, but you can manage it through us. You are free to use it on your own. You are free to rent it out on your own as well. But the idea is, or the after sale services, that you can use our expertise, our technology to manage this for yourself. Again, today, when you go to a broker, you want to sell the property or you want to buy the property, there's always brokerage commission involved. There is the interest of broker that is involved over there. These kind of fees, these kind of services, these kind of fees are not charged on the platform. We absolutely don't charge you anything at all. There's zero commission. So whatever the price the developer is offering, you basically buy it at that price. Again, like I've told you, Jack is responsible. He'll walk you through the listings as well, but he's responsible for curating these properties, and these are handpicked properties from leading developers across the city. Again, as on the fractional side, we are regulated business. We are regulated by the Dubai Financial Services Authorities. When we talk about StakeOne, we are a licensed broker. We have a license through RERA, and that shows you that we are maintaining the highest level of trust and transparency across the board. So when you talk about StakeOne, what does it offers you? So you can have access to something which is off plan, which is being built or is yet to be launched or recently launched, or you can have access to something which is ready, which in typical term we call it a secondary market, where people can buy or sell ready properties. Currently on the platform, we started with off-plan projects where you can have access to properties which are under development or newly launched. So you get a very early access price for these projects, low entry prices, and then you can make the most out of this in terms of capital appreciation. So that is something which a lot of people miss in the Dubai market, or they don't look at it. A lot of time people are mostly focused on the rental income part, but capital appreciation or capital growth is something that can pay you a lot in terms of your return on investment, which people don't look at it. But when you buy something at a very early stage at a very good price, you can sell it, at a very high price down the line. I have a very simple example for this. A couple of years ago, there was one Imar project in Dubai Harbor. I basically know about that project because we listed that project about a couple of weeks ago on the platform as well. So one bedroom at that point was sold for around 1.8, 1.9 million. This is about 4 years ago. Couple of weeks ago, similar one bedroom in the same project, a ready unit on the platform, we funded it for 2.4 million. So that's like almost 300, 400, 500,000 appreciation that we have looked in the project on the platform. This was a live example that was in front of me. So apart from the rental income that properties can yield you 5%, 6%, whatever, appreciation is something that people ignore sometimes. And in my opinion, that's what you should look at as well. That can give you the highest level of returns as well. So you have attractive entry points, you have flexible payment plans as well. Sometimes people think when we're looking to buy something off plan, they have to come up with a huge capital. Let's say a property is worth 1 million dirham. You don't need to pay 1 million dirham like upfront, like you have to do in the ready properties. Do you get a payment plan? You can pay it over, let's say, 3 years, 4 years. Different developers offer you different payment plans. And these are very affordable payment plans as well. So you wouldn't need to go for a mortgage, where you end up paying a lot more than what you were initially hoping for. You can get a, very flexible payment plan from the developer, and you can pay at your convenience as well. Again, strong capital appreciation. Compare that with the ready properties, that can give you immediate rental income. So the moment you purchase it, you can put it on rent and you're going to start getting rental income. You can look at the locations which have a history, basically. So when you go to off-plan, you're trusting the developer, you're trusting the community, you're trusting the area as well. So that is important. But when you look for something ready, you have a history. You can see how much, at what price the properties are being sold or purchased for, how much they're being rented out for. So the risk is basically a little bit less compared to something off plan, because normally sometimes off plan you can expect about 6 months to 1 year delays, which is normal, expected, which is already basically involved in the process of construction phase. People are normally aware of it, but as a business, we are working or trying to work with developers who have a history of paying or delivering projects on time. That's why when you go on the app, you will not see that we have all the developers. We are trying to present you or with the options with the developers who have a history of delivering projects either before time or on time. So these are the two options, investment options that we have. Basically, if we go ahead and we see, how are we, by what criteria? Because I get this question asked a lot, like, why would you choose this specific project over a different project? So again, we look at the location, we look at the proven demand. Let's say a project is launched, how quickly it was sold, how much interest is there, how much the price is appreciated versus when it was launched versus today. So we look at all of these things. We look at the developer, how many projects he has delivered in the past, how many of them were delivered on time. We look at strong capital appreciation and projection of the rental yield as well. So today, if I talk about one specific developer, let's say Ellington, if you look at their properties versus launch price at the time of handover, there's a huge difference. When the project was launched and when the project was delivered, and somebody's looking to buy at that point of stage, there's a huge difference in price. Again, the type of luxury properties they deliver, the type of amenities that they deliver, it attracts a lot of end users. So you can get high rental yield as well. You can get high capital appreciation as well. This is one example. Again, we risk profile the developers, the areas, the units that are being delivered in that particular area. So we look at market trends, we look at similar valuations. So a lot of thought process has gone into listing these projects on the platform as well. We just don't go out and pick a project just like that. Same process is involved in our fractional side of the business as well. We have a huge acquisitions team, day in, day out. They get so many properties. They look at the options, they study the options, they see what can we make the most out of it, and then we list them on the platform. Same process goes on the StakeOne side as well. These are fully vetted, a lot of due diligence done properties that we bring for you. So you don't need to go through the hassle of finding what you're looking for. Because let's say you have a budget of 1 million, buying a property of 1 million today, you don't know where to buy, you can come on the platform within that budget. Rest assures, all of these properties can give you the most of what you're investing. So if we talk about the developers, some of the developers that we are currently working with, Imar is a very well-known semi-government developer, a lot of history over there. Nakhil again, Miras, Ellington, I was just talking about, Beyond, Shoba, Prestige One. These are some of the developers which are very known in the market and are known for what they are delivering. For example, I was talking about Ellington, architecturally focused luxury homes, and all the best thing about Ellington is no similar project, no two projects are same actually. All of their projects differ from each other. So they're always trying to bring some uniqueness in their project, which is always good. If you talk about Imar, always delivered on time. A lot of demand is there, a lot of history is there. People trust the developer. They have come up with huge communities as well. A lot of lifestyle, they are providing in their communities. Same goes for their apartments as well. That's where people are easily looking to buy their projects at the time of launch stage, so they can make the most out of the appreciation down the line. Similarly, we have Shoba. They're also trying to go into the luxury communities. They have delivered some of the projects, which are doing very well. We have listed many of them on our platform as well on the fractional side, and we have seen we're getting appreciation. We are seeing there's a demand for the rental as well. So we are using the data that we already have on the fractional side to see which projects are performing well, which developers are giving us more appreciation, and we are leveraging that on the StakeOne side as well. So we have something as a proven track record, where we can see these properties appreciate, these areas in demand, these areas are in demand, and we can replicate that on StakeOne. But this doesn't mean that we cannot find you what you're looking for. Let's say somebody is interested in a villa, we can find it for them. If somebody is looking for an apartment in some place, I can find. Recently I came across a client who was looking to buy something in Dubai South. near New Airport. And we, at that point of time, we didn't had something listed on that on the platform. But because he was interested in that area, I was able to find not even one, two units for him. He ended up buying two one-bedrooms over there. So what I'm trying to say is, if something is not listed on the platform, nothing to worry about. You can reach out to us. Tell us what you're interested in. Tell us what is your budget. We can always find it for you. That is not an issue. Some of the services that I was talking about, like what are the after sale services that we're looking to provide you on StakeOne? Like I've told you, you can buy ready or off plan properties. These are from top developers. You want something unique, you want something which is not available, let us know, we can arrange it for you. Once you have bought that property, a lot of people look to flip it. So you can sell it on the platform as well. Some developers allow you to sell properties after you have paid 50% of the property value. You can use that once you have paid 50%. You want to flip it, you want to sell it, you can do it through StakeOne. You can list it on the platform. We'll help you selling these properties as well. Let's say you don't want to sell it. The property is now at the time of handover. You want to rent it out. We can do it for you. We already are working with top management companies in Dubai. We will connect them with you. We will take care of it. So you don't need to do anything. The property will stay tenanted. You will start receiving rental income. You'll earn rental income. We can pay you on monthly basis, quarterly basis, whichever is convenient for you. But you wouldn't need to worry about managing your property. Whether you live anywhere in the world or in Dubai, you wouldn't need to worry about it. We can give you property finance solutions. So once we go into the ready part of the business where we can start bringing in ready properties, this is where people can start getting mortgages as well. So a lot of time people are interested in ready properties because they want to take out the mortgage. We can arrange that for you as well. We'll work with top banks over here in Dubai, which can offer you the best rates for mortgages. We can connect you with them and we can arrange that for you as well. Obviously, people who are looking on StakeOne currently or who have invested in StakeOne already, they know that we from time to time provide you insights. We time to time provide you valuations as well. This is there before even buying a property. We can give you a bit of projection of what we think might happen in the property in the area as well. So we're giving you a projection in terms of area, in terms of that particular unit as well. So you can get a bit of an idea. Okay, if I'm buying something, what can I expect out of it? So that is there. We will do valuations as well. So that will be provided to you as well. Again, at the end of the day, the most important part is documentation. Okay, if you're buying something, you have a title deed against it, you have a sales purchase agreement against it. When you're renting something out, there's paperwork involved. So we are trying to minimize all of that for you in the form, making it digital as well. For example, today when people are buying on the property on StakeOne, there's a whole SPA that needs to be signed, right? We are tying up with developers where we can use DocuSign, where you can sign it digitally. So you wouldn't initially, what happens is people send that document SPA to you via post. You sign each and every single paper. You send it back to the developer. They get registered. It gets registered with the land department. There's a whole process. You can do it in a form of single signature on in digitally as well. You can go through it this way. You have a digital copy as well. It is with the developer as well. We make sure your property is registered with the land department, and a CUD is basically issued. It is kind of a pre-title deed that is issued when somebody has paid 24% of the down payment. You'll make sure you get that on the application as well, so you can use it. So all of these services are basically after-sale services that will provide you on stake, where buying property, it will become very less painful for investors that are looking to invest in the buy market. Now, we can have a closer look on the current opportunities that we have live on the platform. I'll hand it over to Jack. He'll take over. He'll walk you through these opportunities, why they're important, and why do we feel that you should invest in them, or why you can make the most out of them.
Thank you very much, Burhan. That's great information about StakeOne. Hi, everybody. My name is Jack. And as Burhan mentioned, I focus on sourcing and curating the properties that we list on the platform. So what I want to do is just give you a brief overview of some of the opportunities and the projects that we currently have listed on the platform. So beginning with the Boulevard by Prestige One developer, this project is located in Dubai Land Residence Complex. So the area Dubai Land Residence Complex is in the greater Dubai Land area. And it's becoming a really popular residential pocket. We can see, as you can see, Prestige One, who are a very reputable developer, along with other names like Imtiaz who have been launching a lot of projects in this area. So one big highlight for this one in particular is that we actually managed to get 5 units exclusively for StakeOne. So what that means for you is, as a StakeOne user, you can access these units when no one else can, which, if anybody knows about the Dubai off-plan market, it's a huge advantage because these properties move fast. So with this one, we have quite an attractive payment plan. The payment plan here is 65-35. Now, what that means is 65% of the value of the property needs to be paid during the construction of the building, and then 35% will be due upon completion and handover. So what's good about this project is they also have an optional post-handover payment plan. Now, what that means is instead of having to pay the full 35% on handover of the unit, you can opt to pay the developer in installments for an extended period of time after taking handover of the property. So in this case, for example, it's 1% per month that you would pay the developer, and you would pay this monthly for 35 months. So it makes it a lot more accessible for people to keep up with this kind of payment plan. For this one particularly, we have studios and also 2-bedroom residences starting from 730,000. And out of the 5 units that we got exclusively with StakeOne, we sold one of the units already within the first day of listing. So it shows the demand that these kind of projects have. So with the next project, this is Ellington's new launch, LTR Views. So this project is in pre-launch stage. Now, what that means is nobody's been allocated a unit in this project yet. The stage that it's at is where you can submit something called an expression of interest, or EOI. So this means that you would submit a token amount of money to the developer along with your expression of interest to show which unit that you would like. And then you get placed in a queue. And then on the allocation date, this is when you will see whether or not you have been allocated a unit, and then you can proceed with the purchase at that point. So particularly with Ellington and some of the top tier developers in Dubai, a lot of these projects will sell out very quickly on allocation day. So it's very, very important to try and get your expression of interest in as early as possible, because the earlier that you get this in will determine the likelihood of you getting your preferred unit. Just a little bit about this one. It's in a location called Jumeirah Heights, which is a fantastic location between 2 very developed communities, one being Jumeirah Lakes Towers, JLT, behind this project. And then in front, you have a very developed community called Jumeirah Islands. So this area is very well connected. You're steps away from a wider community and retail and a lot of amenities. So this particular project is quite large. It's made up of 4 residential towers, and it's also got a 4-level clubhouse with a lot of amenities, including fitness and spa facilities, co-working spaces, a cinema, kids zones, and lounges. You can check the StakeOne app for the full list of amenities and all the information on any of these projects that I'm speaking about. You also have retail on your doorstep with dining and even a supermarket downstairs. So it's a very well connected location. So the next one is actually our most recent listing. This one went live on the StakeOne platform yesterday. It's called Canyon by Beyond Developers. Again, this one's in a pre-launch stage where you are required to submit an EOI, or expression of interest, to try and secure yourself a unit. The location for this one is in Maritime City. Maritime City is Dubai's fastest growing waterfront district, with a lot of different projects from top tier developers coming up here. And once it's developed, it's predicted to become a very popular area, and so there's a lot of potential for capital growth in this in this place. So one thing about this particular project is that it's going to be part of a wider community by Beyond. It's the first tower in Beyond's Forest District, which is a nature-focused district that will be made up of multiple towers. And as you can see from the photograph there, It's going to be a very nature-focused community at the waterfront. Finally, the last spotlight property that we have here is called Soba Central. So this is Soba's latest mega project, which has been launched already. However, we have availability, so you'll be able to get in touch with us to talk about which units we have available. There'll be different floors, views, bedroom types, and that kind of thing. So this particular project has 5 residential towers and 1 large commercial tower. In addition, it's got a full retail mall from the ground floor. And as you can see from the photograph there, there's a podium with a lot of different amenities. Again, you can check all the details of the amenities on the application. The location of this one is fantastic. So it's located directly on Sheikh Zayed Road, just opposite from Dubai Marina and JLT, which is a fantastic location and has great access. There's not much that can be built in this area, which is why this particular project has been very popular, including the amenities and all of the accessibility. So that's the last of the projects that we're highlighting today. And at this point, we would like to hand it over to you in case you have any questions that you'd like to submit. You can scan the code here and submit your questions in the Q&A box. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jack, for giving us insight information on all of these projects. And I think I've been speaking with clients for a very long time, and I come across these questions many times, like which location do you prefer? Sometimes people are more interested in buying something along Sheikh Zayed Road. It's one of the, in my opinion, any project on Sheikh Zayed Road is a very prime project. So you have Shoba one, you can definitely have a look at it. A lot of time people are interested in something like waterfront communities. So you have Kenyan project, you can definitely have a look at it. A lot of time people are looking for a low entry ticket size for these projects, which can give you, a decent return, decent rental down the line. You have, something in Dubai residential complex as a community, which I basically I live in that community too. I understand that a lot of projects are coming up in that community. So I personally feel there would be a lot of appreciation for the projects in Dubai residential complex community. We have 2 projects over there. We have Imtiaz, we have Prestige. It's next to Silicon Oasis. So as we will get metro in the next few years in Silicon, I think Silicon as an area and the communities, neighboring communities to Silicon, they will all appreciate a lot because you'll have very easy access. Plus, if you look at these areas give you very direct access to, Dubai Land Road, 311, 611. So you have very easy accessibility, and that matters a lot in today's traffic that we are, dealing with in Dubai. So something along Sheikh Zayed Road, waterfront, we have all kind of options available. Whatever you're interested in. If you don't like something that you're looking for, please reach out to us. We can definitely arrange it for you. I'm going to start looking at the questions. I'm going to answer them for you. Please type in your questions. Somebody's asking, can I list my StakeOne property for sale on the platform before handover? Example, flipping after 1 year of purchase, if the SP allows. Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about, that we can help you sell your property. So once you have purchased a property, you have paid a certain amount, you can definitely sell it, and you can list it on the platform. We'll be able to sell it for you as well. So definitely we will be able to help you on that. Somebody's asking, for an off-plan property, when can I be eligible to apply for a golden visa? Example, after paying a specific amount, after paying a specific percentage, etc. It's a very good question. A lot of people don't know about this, and this is a very easy way to get a golden visa as well. So once you have purchased something off plan, which is more than 2 million dirhams in terms of value, once you have paid 24% of the price, you basically are issued a pre-title deed, which is called uqud. Once you have the uqud, you can basically apply for the golden visa. Again, 20% towards the down payment of the property, 4% DLD fee, trustee fee, whatever. Once that is paid, you are eligible to get the golden visa. And the benefit that you will get a golden visa for buying something on StakeOne is we manage this part for you as well. Again, you wouldn't need to reach out to third party to arrange the golden visa for you. Once you purchase something through StakeOne, we'll make sure everything is done on the platform itself. Even the golden visa, will take care of it for you. Can I buy a property and split it with my friends? If yes, you can definitely do that. So the land department actually allows you up to 4 people on a title deed. So as long as you're 3 people, 2 or 4 maximum, you can purchase a property together, and we can register that property under you. Because again, from the land department side, you can do 4 maximum at one time. Can Mauritians invest in stake? Anybody from anywhere, people can come on the platform and they can invest, they can buy the property. There is no such limitation like that. You could be from anywhere around the world. You can, with the help of few clicks on the application, you can become a property owner. You just need to pay the reservation fee. We book the unit for you. Then you get some time. We sign the documents. You pay the down payment, and now you're a property owner. It's as simple as that. Any other questions that people have, please type in. I'll be more than happy to take your questions. As you mentioned, we can leverage stake to rent out or sell properties. Would stake be taking any fee for all that for the properties bought for StakeOne? No, we're going to be charging you zero commission. We're not going to be charging you anything on that side. Same goes for the management side of it as well. Like I've told you, a lot of people don't know this. People who are investing on the fractional side. So when you go to a broker and you want to rent out your property, they typically charge you between 5 to 10% of the rental value as their management fee. Because we are, managing more than 500 properties on the platform, so we have a special agreement with these kind of management companies as well, where they charge you a fixed amount for a fixed unit. For example, as an example, a studio, they will charge you 2,000 dirham to manage, right? Whether they rent it out for 100,000 or 200,000, they'll charge you 2,000. One bedroom, 3,500. I'm just giving an example. So you can take advantage of these rates for your property as well. And again, we will not be charging anything for all of this. You'll be there's a management company that, will be taking care of it. We will be connected with them. You'll be able to access these special rates with them as well. Can I take mortgage, let's say after 40%? So mortgage you can take once a property is ready. For an off plan, I think you need to be a resident of Dubai. If you're not a resident of Dubai, the property needs to be ready. And I think, if I remember correctly, the mortgage banks, they give you, I think, 60-40 or 70-30 like that, where you would have to at least pay 70% of the property value. The remaining 30 or 40%, you can take it from the mortgage. Again, these varies from banks to banks. At the time of handover, we can definitely explore that. But rest assured, you will be having all our resources that you can use to do this. Our projects from Saudi Arabia available as well. Currently, StakeOne is catering properties in UAE only. We started with Dubai. We may look into Abu Dhabi and Ras Al Khaimah as well, but currently we're looking into Dubai only. So Saudi Arabia, I think maybe down the line in future sometime, but currently we're exploring Dubai market only. I'm eyeing an off-plan unit, but I want to buy it on StakeOne. Can I request specific units? Yes. Yes, you can definitely do that. You can basically drop me an email. You can chat with us on the app itself. You can you can book a personalized call with me as well. If you go on the application, you can book a call with me directly. I'll personally assist you for anything that you need on the platform. Can I opt to live in the property after handover? So this is your property. Don't forget that. Whether you live in it, whether you rent it out, whether you sell it, it's your decision. Stake is just giving you an after-sale service, a free of cost service that you can use to manage your property, manage your asset. So if you want to rent it out, we'll help you. You want to sell it, we'll help you. We want to live in it yourself. Well, it's your property. You live in it. You want to furnish it, we can help you with that as well. So anything that you need, we can help you with that. What if I invest in a rented apartment and the landlord wants to sell it? What will happen to my investment? So Wasim, you are the landlord actually. So you are renting it out and you want to sell it. Typically, what you do is you give a 1 year notice to the tenant so he can vacate, and then this is your property, you can sell it. In this case, you are the landlord. You are buying this property, so you are the owner. If you're asking me this question from the fractional side perspective, again, in that case, you are also the landlord. The SPV owns that particular property. So if we want to sell it, we will vacate the tenant, we'll give him a notice. Once he has left, we can sell the property. Not an issue. If I want to flip the property bought from StakeOne, how the process goes? Very simple. Like I've told you, certain developers allow you to sell the property after paying certain amount, which is tied to the SPA. In my opinion, that's mostly 50%. So once you have paid 50% of the property value, you can flip it, you can sell it, and we will help you with that for a stake as well. You can list it on the stake, we'll do it for you. For managing the property for rental, I did not get it clearly whether there will be no management fees at all or minimum fees compared to the external brokers. There will be minimum fees compared to the external brokers, and these fees are the management fees that will be taken by the management company itself. Stake will not charge you anything extra, just to be clear on that. Is it possible that if I invest 24% total at the initial stage with my any family member, brothers, so I could get a golden visa? If yes, then Dubai-based golden visa or Ras Al Khaimah based, as I heard, two different golden visas. Can you also clarify about the term, maximum period that I would have to complete the total amount of the property? Okay, so you wouldn't need to buy the property with your family member, immediate relative, if you're looking to give them a golden visa. So I'll give you an example with two scenarios. Let's say you own the property fully yourself of more than 2 million. You have paid 24%. You get your own golden visa. Then you can sponsor your spouse, your kids, your parents. Okay, this is one scenario. Second scenario is once you have paid 24%, you can basically sponsor your parents, your spouse, your kids. And this is 10 years renewable visa. So as long as you have the property, it will stay valid. Same for your parents, same for your spouse, your kids as well. The other scenario is you're buying a property along with your brother. So you and your brother are 50% owners each. This property value needs to be of 4 million now because each of you individually would have to be more than 2 million in terms of investment for you guys, both of you combined to be qualify for golden visa. So your property worth has to be more than 4 million in this particular case if you're buying with your brother. If you're buying it with your spouse, it's completely fine. If you wouldn't need to put her on the property. Actually, you can buy it and you can give the golden visa to her. Same. Once you both have the golden visas, same rule applies. You can sponsor your parents, your spouse, your family members. What is the process if I want to sell before handover? Very simple. As long as the SPA allows you to do that, you can do it. Normally, typically, once you have paid 50%, you can sell your property, and you can do it on the app as well. What is the minimum deposit to invest? A lot of developers generally take 20% as a down payment and 4% towards the DLD fee. But you can reserve a property by paying a token amount, which is between 40,000 to 50,000 to 100, depending on the unit, depending on the developer as well. One thing I want to tell you, we have this promotion going live currently on the platform where on your first unit purchase, you're saving 10,000 as well. So if you notice when you're paying a reservation fee, let's say if a reservation fee is 50,000, you will be paying 40,000 only. So on your first purchase, you're saving 10,000 from stake side as well. And this promotion is there for another 3 days, 4 days. So, you can make the maximum out of this as well if you're interested. Do you have a designated person at StakeOne who manages all of this for you? I'm talking to you right now, so I'll be your point of contact for anything that you need. I'll be there to assist you. Once you get in touch with me, you'll have my direct access, direct number as well. So you can take any kind of updates that you need from me. I'll be there. I don't like Dubai. How will I furnish the apartment when it becomes ready? So again, we can provide you with vendors that we are currently working with. You can see how they have helped us furnish our units on the fractional side. You can get a gist of what they are providing, and you can use them as well. If you don't want them, we can arrange new vendors for you. On the application itself with a budget, with kind of furnishing that you need, and then you can pick and choose easily.
Yeah, also just on that, some of these developers actually provide fully furnished units. For example, Imtiaz have an in-house furnishing company, and they create all of their own furniture. And you can see how the furnishing will look by the renders that they provide in their marketing materials.
There you go. So you might not even need the furnishing part. A lot of units come fully furnished. A lot of units come semi-furnished. You might hear this term a lot in Dubai. Semi-furnished basically means that your kitchen will be fully equipped. The rest of the things that you have to furnish it yourself. Moving on, for the flipping process, Stake wouldn't be charging any brokerage fee, correct? Yeah, again, we are not charging you anything at any point of time. We basically, when you're buying a property through us, there is zero fee. When you're selling the property through us, there will be no brokerage fee from our side. We are not charging you anything actually. Do you have properties developed by Danube? So we look at different developers. We look at the track record. We look at how their properties are performing. Again, if you need something from Danube, we can curate it for you. It's not an issue. But again, the idea is to bring you the best of the best in terms of development, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of quality, in terms of return on investment as well. So we look at all of these things before we list anything for you. But again, at the end of the day, if Danube is what you want, Danube is what we will arrange for you. That is not an issue. If I want to rent out a property, who decides on the rental income once I own the property? Since you are the owner, so you will decide it, like how much you want to rent it for. So these management companies that I'm talking about, let's say you want to rent out a one bedroom, they will give you a range that in this building or in this area, typically one bedroom goes for, let's say, 70 to 80,000 dirhams. You can say that I want nothing below 80,000, and they will rent it out for 80,000. You can tell them, okay, give me the offer that you get, and I can decide. Let's say they find a tenant for 75,000, they can come to you, and then you can answer whether you want to rent it out for 75 or not. If you don't want, they will arrange something for 80,000. So you're in control. Don't think that you're not in control of this property. It's your property. We are just managing it for you. We are just taking care of it for you. So you can have a stress-free investment. You can have a hassle-free investment where you don't need to chase the tenant for your checks for the rental income. The rental income will get deposited to you in a very seamless way on monthly basis, quarterly basis, whichever is convenient for you. If I want to invest $1,000 in rented apartment, how much money I receive monthly? How can I get paid if I don't live in the Gulf? This question is towards the fractional side of the business. Again, you can invest from anywhere. Doesn't matter where you are. You upload your passport, proof of address. You're all set for investment under 3 minutes. We have live properties on the platform right now. You can pick any that you want. Again, these are well curated properties. A lot of due diligence is done on them before we list them. There's a huge acquisition team. They do this day in, day out. So rest assured, all of these investments are the best in the business. You can put in $1,000 in any property that you like. When you're putting this $1,000 in a property, there is a calculator. It will show you exactly how much you will receive on monthly basis as well. So before making any sort of investment, you have all the information. As long as how you can get paid for it, you can withdraw it again in a bank account in anywhere in the world. As long as the bank account is under your name, for us, it doesn't make any difference. We currently have more than 1 million users on the platform. Combined, they have invested more than 1 billion dirhams on the platform across the globe. They withdraw their money anywhere in the world, in US, in Canada, in Europe, in Japan as well. So it doesn't make any difference on our side. And the best part is we don't charge you anything on withdrawals. So we are bearing the cost of sending you the money so you can make the most out of their investment. I believe this is it. If anybody doesn't have any more questions, this should be the end for it. Again, thank you very much for attending, for sending in your questions. If you have anything else, if you have any other questions, please, you can reach out to us. You can schedule a personal call. I'll be there to assist you. Send us an email, reach us out on Intercom, on WhatsApp, anything that you need. I'll be more than happy to assist you. Again, thank you very much for joining. See you again.